Started. Welcome to the August ZBA meeting. Noreen is not with us tonight, so I'm going to do roll call. Zach Murphy.
Here.
Kevin Scully.
Present.
And Chip Postiglione is here. Please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please just make note of the emergency exits. There's two behind you sitting here, and you can get out either side of the dais here. All right, we're going to start. First up is a public hearing for Cecilius. Cecilia. Come on up.
You want me at the podium or at the table?
Right there.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I see nothing. All righty. So, welcome back.
Thank you. Do you need the signed receipt cards?
Yeah, I'll take those.
Okay.
I'll give those to Noreen. Thank you. And welcome back. So, this is a public hearing. So I'm going to go ahead and make a motion to open up this public hearing.
Second motion.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All right. Why don't you get us caught up, since it's been a couple of months?
Sure.
On where we are.
These are on the map that I had provided to the board. It's the two buildings or structures that are in question. One is it's really a shed. They have it listed as a garage because there's a garage door on it, and the covered porch on lot 36-3-2.2. And it's only a couple of inches to the property line for the shed, and it's 14.2 on the corner of the porch to the property line. Now on the the bottom section for the covered porch, which is 36-3-2.3, that lot is a non-conformist lot. You cannot build on that lot. It's too small to even put any sort of house on. I'm just stating that because they had tried to perk it years ago. Again, when this association was built back in the 20s by the Ward family, these were all summer bungalows, and you can get 4 lots by 25 by 100 to purchase a house. They provided 6 houses to choose from. I don't know if there's anything else that you need me to catch everybody else up to date.
So on the map that we're looking at.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Go ahead.
apologize.
No?
The other thing that was in question is from the road to the covered porch is less than 50 feet.
Yeah, well, you got the lot area coverage. That's a pre-existing condition, right? You're supposed to have an acre, 43,560. You're
Yes.
just under it, but that's pre-existing non-conforming condition. You have your front yard 50 foot. The northwest corner of the house is 34.7 from the property line. Should be 50, but this also is a pre-existing non-conforming condition.
Yes, sir.
And then really what we're looking at right now is your side yard. The southwest corner of the house is 14.2 feet from the property line. and that's an encroachment of 15.8, right? It's supposed to be 30, and that's because of an unimproved cover porch addition, right? And that's what you're saying is on your map, that's from, is that from the Lakeshore Drive, that 34.7? No, that's your front yard.
That's the corner of the deck
Right.
is 34/7, because the road is actually not built to size.
Yep.
Um,
So on the side yard where you're encroaching,
Yes.
where you had an unapproved covered porch, so is that where on it says covered porch up front, in the front yard?
Yes, sir. On the right-hand side of the,
On-
as you're looking at it. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah, to the property.
Right.
That's 14.2, yes.
And then we went over some of the history, like, back in the day, I had a contractor that I'm just reviewing what
Yep.
we did last time, that went down, drew a picture for Bill Muente, and they actually came out and checked all the footings and certified them at the time. So, to my knowledge, I'm not trying to, as of my knowledge, I thought it was okay at the time. In 2004, when we were doing the addition, that we set permit prior to this, to the addition. I think back in 2004, we had discussed this, that it was only 15 feet for covered porch. The setbacks on both set sides of the house were a less parameter. And there's also the coverage of the lot.
Oh, yeah, the lot coverage.
Right, it wasn't.
So that covered porch back in, what'd you say, 2004,
Yes, sir.
right? So you went ahead, but you didn't get a building permit for that?
I had a builder who drew a picture, drove down to the town. This is what he told me. We fired him shortly after this. Went down to the town, said everything's okay. I talked to Bill. He says it's not a problem. This is the project money that's going to cost. I gave him a check for that to continue. He said it's only 15 feet, and I know that I'm 15 feet off of the line, because we had it surveyed prior to that when we had asked for the building permit. In
Right,
2000.
so just to sum that up,
Yes,
your builder
yeah.
drew it on the survey, said he went down to the town.
Pardon me. He just drew it on, he did a nice sketch on a piece of paper
Okay,
of what it was, and he said he brought it down to the town. And he said that it was been approved. We could start this porch. It's not going to be a problem. We're 15 feet off of the corner. Everything's fine. You're set back off your house, off the road, further than the rest of the house. So I said, okay. He gave us an estimate of what it was. We gave him a percentage of that money, and 2 months later, we fired him because he's a scammer.
Yeah.
We went right up the street here. He was building another house and had a chat with those people, saying, listen, don't give this guy any money. He's ripping you off. So, yeah. The shed was done prior to that. I was misinformed. I was told if you had a shed on posts, it doesn't need to have a building permit. So,
the shed,
the shed, which is there.
yeah,
they put
yeah,
it as the
we'll get,
garage.
so then, I just want to go down, we'll get to the shed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So your lot coverage, 15%, existing as per as-built, 30.9, difference of 15.9. And so you're missing the lot coverage, and with your lot coverage, what's your take on that?
Well, when we had put the building permits in 2003, the lot coverage was at 40%. We were well under that. And that was the other reason why they went down for the porch. Again, there's, impervious areas have changed according to, when they did the survey. There's some gravel that's up in the top, and I have 2 tents. They consider that temporary tents that we had talked about. It's actually one right now because the wind knocked it over during the winter, and I have the other tent, but I have not put it up yet. So I'm waiting so I could trim some trees before I put it back up so I can't reach over it.
So are you saying in 2003, the acceptable lot coverage was 40%?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if that's.
They changed it, I believe, just either before COVID or somewhere around 2017 or 18. Because I could tell you that this is the original, the copies of these prints that I had submitted for the house. And that would have put me over the 15% at the time, because it was at 40, or they wouldn't have approved the addition, the addition with permits at that time, which, I don't, yeah.
Yep,
This
all
is,
right.
this is dated, the prints are dated 4/28/04, and we got a permit prior to that. So that's basically the whole addition to the house. We did, pardon me, we did not change the 34.7 inches. There was always a deck there and stairs. So it's,
You're talking of the front yard, right?
yes, sir.
Yes.
So all this is, that was the closest point which was already established on
Yes.
the old house.
All right, so moving on to the shed, which in the drawing.
It says garage.
It says garage.
Yes, sir.
Right, so your shed is close, and that's where you were saying, because if you didn't think it was on a concrete slab or it was on a post, you didn't need it.
I actually had built it with, I have engineered trusses in there, and then there's also, I had to go back to get an architect to draw the shed, which I did provide to you guys.
Yep.
For load calculations for the trusses and all that. But
Roughly how big is that shed?
that's 16 by 16.
And the post that you have in, are they cemented into the ground? How do you?
It's on ledge rock. So there's 1 inch of moss, and it's a mountain. So it's not posts like you would see on a front porch. It's some posts are this big, some posts are this big. So it's basically, I leveled it off to that and put it on cement blocks to,
As act as pilings there, so it doesn't sink, yes.
correct.
All righty. Anyone else on the board?
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, at the time, Bill Muentes had come to our house, and I even went down to the town, sat down, spoke to him, gave him a check, and he said he would sign off on it. So honestly, I don't even know what happened at that point, why he didn't. It's beyond me.
He came and did a field visit for looking at the footings, saw the shed, and then
And then I went down there, gave him a check for the permit, because we told him we didn't know, and he said, no problem. He took the check, and he said he was gonna sign off on it, and all this time, I thought he signed off on it.
We
And
thought.
then,
And who is this you're referring to?
Bill Muentes.
the previous building inspector.
I mean, it's too late now, he's not here anymore.
Yeah. And that shed was constructed when?
2000,
2000?
yes.
Okey doke. Any questions, Kev? Zach?
How easy would it be to move the shed? Not easy to move the shed? Not something that's really,
That's what
That's not
Ben
easy.
wanted me to move it 3 inches.
Yeah.
well, some sheds are, kind of sitting where you could just pick them up and move them. It kind of sounds like you guys
It's
have it
16 by 16, and it's pretty beefy.
Yeah.
I did 16 inch on center. The trusses are very heavy for the roof. I could tell you that it is beefy. It's overbuilt.
That would be uneven to move it,
And if we
Right,
did,
level.
if we did move it,
unlevel it.
it would probably compromise most of the leveling process.
You would have to
Because the
Because
pillars are contoured to the rock.
Yes,
Yes, and moving it that way, it slopes down.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at where the wood ramp is, if you had moved it 3 inches to the left, it's a whole process.
Starts going downhill.
It's sloped down.
But you gotta have, so I'm looking at your garage where you're 4.9 feet off of the property line, that
And it needs to be
that
5.
corner,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So if you, on the corner just below the ramp, right, where, you see where it says wood ramp,
Yes,
you're out, so that corner there, you have a post coming down. I don't know if it's a
the
4
wood
by
ramp
4.
is not on a post, it's
Not
like,
the ramp, I'm talking
Oh.
about the corner of the garage,
I got you, yes.
right?
That's
So
on-
that corner there, you
Yes.
have a post,
Yeah, it's
right? What is it, a
it's
4,
about this big.
6 by 6, 4, what
Yes.
is it?
It's I believe it's a 6 by 6.
6 by 6 post, and then underneath that post, you've got a
A flat cement,
like a concrete, a round one, or
It's-
square?
you know
Just-
the old patio blocks?
Yeah.
The thicker ones?
Yeah, the thicker ones,
Slate.
right? Right,
It's not slate, no.
yeah,
It's
I know
the-
what you mean.
You're right.
Yep.
So I bought those when Home Depot first opened up.
right. So how big are those? What are they,
They're
12 by
1 foot
12,
by
18?
6 inches,
so 1 foot by 6 inches?
or 1 foot by 8 inches, whatever the, 1 foot by 6.5 inches.
So on that, where that post is coming down on your concrete footing there, the stone that we're talking about,
Yes.
you're pretty much center in it?
It's in-
As the post comes down,
It's in the corner. It would be here. If this is the shed, the post is in the corner of the two. There's another post here.
no.
No,
So
can't
you
leave
got,
it centered.
this is your concrete
Oh,
footing.
yes.
Your post from the shed is coming down. Is it,
Correct.
is it in the center of that?
Almost dead center in there.
Right?
Yes.
So you would have a little room, like, if you posted that up, because
Well-
you don't have to move it, you just got to twist it.
Well, hold on. There's electric to the shed. That's big.
Excuse me?
There's electric in the shed that has a service in it, which has been,
It's not really a shed, as I think of a shed.
you
Yes.
can't put a car in there. I
Yeah.
can tell you that. The floor is raised. If I drove a car in there, it would be up to the floorboards on the, it would bust right through. What? No, the electric, we actually have a final on the electric, which that wasn't in question. It's just the position of that. He signed off on it. Who was it, Jerry,
Callian.
who did the final on it? I had to put switch plates in there. That was my only violation.
Town signed off on the electric, but not the shed itself?
He actually did say he was going to give me a final until he got this, he demanded that he got this for a court case about my cars on my property. So when he got this, he doesn't want to, we thought he gave us the final. And
I don't know,
I
because
just,
you did this without a permit.
it's on a permit. It has a permit. It's been satisfied on a permit.
So you got a permit before you?
No.
No, because my note saying the garage, the shed garage,
Yes, sir.
work was completed without a permit.
Correct, because I was informed that if it's on posts, you don't need a permit because it's mobile.
Right.
Which, guess what, is incorrect. I got.
So,
notice of
so
it.
then when did you ever get, so I just don't know how they could have signed off on it.
Yeah,
if
that's
there's
what I'm
no
saying.
permit,
How
it's
did
not
they-
permitted.
No,
or-
No, there is a permit.
There's a permit for it. When he came up to give us the violations for this, the porch, and an open permit for the rest of the house, which I didn't know why he just didn't give us.
No, we're talking about the shed. It's not part of that permit.
Hold on, I know, thank you. When he came up to discuss this, we pulled a permit for this, did the electrical on there, did the electrical on our house because there wasn't a final on either one. So there's a permit that Ben had issued for this, which is completed up to including the final, we thought, until this document came out, and then he wants us to move it.
Time out, no. The permit was issued when I went to Ben's.
You sit closer to the mic.
Oh,
Sit up there,
sorry.
please.
No, I had the permit issued with Bill Muentes back in 2004 or whatever it was,
After
seven.
after the fact.
Yes, it was after
Right.
the fact, but it was back in 2007 or
Right.
something. I issued it with Bill Muentes. I came in, I gave him a check, and the permit was issued. I thought he closed it. That's at that time, but the permit was originally issued then. But I think Ben made me pay again for the permit.
Because it wasn't closed
There,
out.
it wasn't closed, the first
Apparently.
permit. But there was definitely a permit issued for that after the fact. And it wasn't like just recently with Ben, it was with Bill Muentes.
So then getting back to, now just open up another question for me. So going back to the side yard and your covered porch,
Yes,
the contractor that told you everything's okay,
Yeah.
did his work,
yes.
there was a permit for that or there wasn't a permit?
He said he had gone down there, showed him the drawing, it's okay, he'll pick up the permit. So that's one of the problems that we did, that's one of the reasons we fired him, because he lied to us. He was sending one person to insulate the whole house. He said I would be out of my house for 1 month. I'm out of the house for at least 9 months. She went to go live with her mother for a while. So the guy was lying to us, and we weren't finished the project. He would start something else and ask for down payment, and he was basically putting us through the ringer here.
So when you contracted him to do the work, you trusted him to get the permit and have all of this approved by the town going forward, and that's what you thought happened?
Correct. We originally got the...
That's all I want to know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yes?
sorry.
Okay. All right. Okey doke, so this is a public hearing. Is there anyone in the public that has any comments or views on this? Now's the time to please step forward. Anybody? Any Bueller? Anyone?
I wish I had that car.
All right, with that being said, no one's coming up. I'm gonna go-
And as Well, nobody else knows about them buying the property.
So the electric, you have overhead electric, underground?
Underground electric. They have
Put it
it in the
overhead?
rock to do it. Yeah.
Silly to even talk about it. 4.9, I actually think that's
It's 1 inch. I
Not 3
believe it's close to 1 and a
It's
quarter
not 3
inch.
inches.
Oh, I was looking at this.
1.2 inches. It's only 0.1.
Yeah, because it's,
Right?
it should be where it says the reason off 4.9, right? So it's tenths.
Right. It's
You're
not,
right.
yeah,
It's
it's
not-
yeah,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's not 4 foot,
No, so
9
it's
inches,
right,
it's
it's right there.
4.9.
0.9.
Right.
Yep.
That's what, we weren't cited for that. We were just doing that so we didn't get cited later for it, if you understand what I'm saying. I might as well do everything at once.
Oh, he was unanimous, that's why all of a sudden that got brought up.
Well, that's...
All righty. So there's no one in the public that has anything to say, comments, complaints. I'm gonna go ahead and make a motion to close this public hearing.
Second motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
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 Step you through the factors?
Yeah, I was just, sure,
Okay,
that'd be nice of you, Dave.
very good. I'll do that. As everybody knows, it's a balancing test. You're weighing the benefit that's the applicant is seeking against any detriment to the health, safety, and welfare to the neighborhood or community, and guided by 5 factors. The first factor is whether there be an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood or any detriment to nearby properties by reason of the granting of the area variances.
Yeah, you know, this, the way I'm thinking of this is these 5 factors, yes and no, but it's been here since 2004. You know, the shed is minimal.
Pause it yourself. And two,
Because it is so, right, the thing that hurts about this is, you know, you did this work without permits, and I understand the one with the covered porch, you know, you say the guy juked you.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but the shed is,
that's a pretty big structure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's been there since 2003, 2004,
2000.
2000, so
Yes, sir.
the porch was 2003, 2004?
Yes, the porch was later, yeah.
All righty, Dave, continue, sorry.
Okay. The next is whether the benefit sought by the applicant could be achieved by some other feasible method other than an area variance.
Practical sense.
And they're all weird nose or,
Yeah.
Next is whether the variance is substantial, or the variances are substantial, or any of them are. You know, it could be a different answer for each one.
yeah, yes
Yes
on
and
the
no.
covered porch, no on the shed, and the area coverage is just a product of both of them.
Next is whether there'd be any adverse impact or effect on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district.
Again, another weird no, because it's been
Been
there
there, there's
for
been no adverse
decades.
Yeah.
And then last, whether it's, the difficulty is self-created. Okay, so, sounds like all the factors, you know, the last factor is obviously not determinative. Sounds like the factors have been, as discussed, indicate the board is leaning towards a grant, so it would be appropriate to undertake a motion, or to hear a motion to grant the variances sought. The only first question is, are there any conditions? It would seem like one would have to be compliance with the plans submitted, which would include the removal of the tents, right? Because that factors into the lot coverage.
And that was discussed.
Yes, that was, the reason this all started is I wanted a building permit for the back section for a building. And the tents are there temporary and they're plastic tents with, have you seen a Shelter Logic tent? That's exactly what, and one is not up right now, but it will be back up for the fall. But once that is achieved, those will go away. And we would start the process for the building from scratch. Once that's achieved, the tents will go away.
So you're gonna go ahead and put in a permit to build a structure to kind of where the tents are now,
It would be set back,
set back,
yeah, and then over a little bit.
right?
If I could, yeah.
No, it's all right, so you know what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna go ahead,
We're gonna have to do this same process all over again, yes, sir.
yeah,
We're at 31% coverage already. So we're not giving you a variance
Well,
to build extra
well,
down the line.
alls I'll say to that is because that's not in front of us yet.
Yeah, we're just giving you a variance to have
So
what you have.
what we're talking about is what's here now is the shed and the covered porch,
Shut up.
right? We got
Yes.
the shed and the covered porch,
Correct, and the area,
and the area.
and I can explain a
No,
lot of
no,
this.
no, I got it, right? So, we're leaning right now towards approving this, right? By you saying that you're gonna have future work that's not in front of us just yet,
It is not, no.
right? You're gonna go to, you're gonna get a
Proper
permit,
channels, yes, sir.
and the permit's gonna say no, and it's gonna be back in front of us.
Correct.
Don't,
Well,
I'm just saying there, that's,
would you stop it?
but that'll happen at a
Future
time.
date.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think what the board is suggesting is that, you're coming for a variance on, with regard to the lot coverage,
Right,
you're asking for a variance to allow 28.4%, but that 28.4% that you're asking for, is still almost double what the permitted lot coverage is, it's based upon the removal of the two large tent areas.
right.
To bring you down, to get you down as low as 28.4, which is still almost double what's allowed, I think the board is suggesting, look, you can't pass judgment on a subsequent application to then essentially rebuild in, half of those, I'm going to say, just looking at it visually, half of those very same tent areas that you're removing in order to get the 28.4, that, without prejudging anything, it seems like it might be a tough ask at that time. But nobody's prejudging anything
Right.
here, obviously.
Right.
The impervious area is also included, would be under the building, so it's kind of like a mute point, because when they did the gravel, it's an improvement, and that's why there's a lot of lot coverage, because of the gravel that's on there when they did the calculation. If you look at, see the tent, it says temporary tents, and they got this area to be reclaimed, and the dotted line, that's gravel. And that's been gravel for a while, so that counted towards my into the percentage of that, if you're understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
again, we can't make a prejudgment if you understand what we're
I
saying.
exactly,
Yeah,
I understand, yes.
That's all, I'm just gonna be
Right.
there. Like the attorney just explained, this is good faith, we're gonna go ahead and we're leaning to passing this with the understanding that, your lot area coverage, you're gonna be taking that away. So just keep that in mind when you're in front of us again,
Sure, no problem.
all righty?
Thank you.
All right,
I got one more question.
shoot.
Dave, if we have these two lots next door, see how his property is on the, what is this, the east side here?
Well-
On the right side of his property, he's got Pagan and
Yeah.
Underdunk, those two lots. Will this garage, this being too close to the edge here, that's not going to affect anyone who ever decides to purchase those lots and build there?
If I may, I actually, remember when I came in the first time, it was when I said I had gone to court and then came here, I actually tried to purchase the bottom lot to remove that out of the equation, that I was that close. But the person that owns the lot had put it in trust and after the fact, and he actually has dementia. I was talking to him for months.
You're too close to the top lot, not even the bottom lot.
The bottom one.
The Pagan lot is where you're,
To be quite honest with you, if I cut an inch off of the eave, it would conform. That's where they went to the corner.
no, it shouldn't have any
Asking
effect.
if someone wants to buy this here.
Yeah,
Those people
they're
won't be
unrelated,
impacted.
right?
No,
I just wanted to
they
make
won't.
sure,
Right,
okay.
they won't be.
That we didn't put something too close,
Right.
and then if somebody buys it, they can't
Right.
use the lot. Okay, just double checking.
Yep,
I thought
no.
that was the case, just wanted to make sure.
Yep, all righty. All right,
So the conditions would, it seems to me, would be compliance with the plans submitted, these latest ones submitted that we've been talking about, which would include necessarily, as represented on them, the removal of the tents, and, the reclamation of the grassy, the area as grass, right?
Yep.
And then the standard conditions would be compliance with all the laws, rules, and regulations, and payment of all due fees. If anybody can think of any other conditions, then
No,
I
so,
think a fair motion
Yep.
would be along those lines.
so I'm going to go ahead and make a motion to approve these asked variances with the conditions that we just discussed here and Dave has noted.
Making that motion to
Yes,
approve
I
on
mean-
those
yes.
three conditions?
Yes.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now I'm going to also make a motion to have the attorney draw up all of the necessary documents for the chairman to sign.
And to authorize the chairman to sign it as
And
well.
authorize
Yep.
the chairman to sign.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks.
Take
You
care.
too.
And then somebody will send this to me in the mail, or I have to come down?
Yeah, what I would do is come next week, or let's say Tuesday, maybe tomorrow or Thursday, give Noreen a call.
Sure.
And,
She'll be back in the office?
Yeah, she'll be back in the office.
Wednesday? All right, it'll be regular hours.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Okay.
You're still under summer hours, right?
yeah,
No Friday.
summer hours, yes.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right, moving along to new projects. First up, we'll have 276 Cromwell Hill Road. How you doing?
All right, how you doing tonight?
Doing well. Just kind of pull those mics close to you there and sit up there. State your names.
I'm Andrew Cipriani, Terra Firma Corp.
Chad Young, Terra Firma Corp.
Okay. How, I don't want to butcher, but how do you pronounce the Ben?
Beskerwanjni.
Say that again?
Beskerwanjni.
Yeah,
Benjamin and Carol.
yeah, that's why I went with the address.
We'll just call them Ben and Carol.
Yeah, that's why I went, yeah. 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 All righty. What can we do for you here?
So on January 6th, 276 Cromwell Hill, their home burned down. So we were brought in, I think we came in April. We went through and they were talking about rebuilding and things, but the extent of the fire and the water damage and the smoke damage, decided to rebuild the whole thing. So we're going to take it down to the foundation and rebuild. Both Ben and Carol are, Carol, she looks very young, but they're older than they are. They health problems and things like that, so upgrading the house a little bit, making the bedrooms a little bit bigger, and hallways and things like that to just help them get around and just modernize a little bit. So we are, the house is going to come down to the existing foundation, and then we were going to extend 8 feet off the back, and the house would be on concrete piers and steel posts. So we're not really adding a foundation, just extending the house off the back. But we had the plans done and then went to the town, and then we didn't meet some of the setbacks, and because the house was pre-existing non-conforming. Originally, Mark from the town said that possibly because of the fire, they would allow it to go without a variance, but ultimately, they said we were going to need a variance. So there was a few things, lot size, lot area, lot width, side yards, and lot coverage, we need variances for.
Yeah, you got, yes, I see that.
And like I said, the foundation is staying.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
The foundation is staying. We're not, building a new foundation. It was already, it is where it's been there 50 years, so.
So there was a fire, burned?
Correct.
Do you have, so you're gonna take it down to the original foundation, and you're gonna go ahead and propose a sunroom? That's what you're talking about, off of the back there?
No, the entire house is gonna grow 8.5 feet.
Oh, so the entire house,
Yeah, so.
all right.
It was
So-
I think it was 26, the foundation, now it's gonna be 34, 35 feet.
All right, so I'm looking at what we have in the submission here. I have a survey by Lankin Tully, I believe it is,
Correct.
right? And then I have two, I guess it's two surveys.
There's a couple there, yeah.
Yeah. So on the one that has your proposed, so I see the dwelling, I understand what you're trying to do. You're gonna go ahead, house is burned down, you're gonna bring it down to the original foundation, but now overhang it. You're not gonna add a foundation towards the back.
Correct.
Right? So in the one survey where I see it says existing wood deck to be removed,
Yes,
right? You also have proposed sunroom and steps. You see that? With an arrow?
yes.
So
So
that-
they're kind of like overlaid over each other, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was, so is that still, that's gonna happen? or
That's gonna be the furthest part out, right? Yes.
it's-
So where the deck is now kind of moves out 8 feet, and then the house kind of moves
Right,
8
so,
feet.
so, yeah, kind of like L's, and then when you get to the steps, it comes back in and then ties back into the house.
Actually, where the steps are will actually come out also.
Yeah,
They
no,
didn't, yeah.
I get it, but I'm trying to, so as I follow your proposed sunroom, like you said, it's the furthest out, but you see the line that cuts back into the existing stairs?
Yes.
That's, and then it runs parallel with the house, and then it goes back into that corner?
That's, yeah,
That's the outline of your overhang new addition? It's hard for me to tell, that's why.
You know what, and it is hard on
Do
the.
you have a plan set?
No, I don't have the plans. I was gonna ask you for plans there coming up. Yeah, please. You see what I mean here, right? Where, so you're talking about it's gonna come here, back here, and then like that?
It's gonna be straight across, and then it'll bump with the sunroom.
So the whole thing is not a sunroom, it's only about half.
Right. And then your deck's gonna tie off there. Okay. All right. Oh, so you're gonna. So here. The backyard, that was under the deck? Okay, all righty. Can I, yeah, hold on to those. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right, thank you. You clear with that?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Did you see that? Phil?
Yes.
All righty, thank you for that. So your lot area coverage was a pre-existing, non-conforming condition.
Correct.
All right, the lot width also the same, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
I think they've been there since '74.
Right. But your total side yard is also pre-existing. All right, so now it's the lot area coverage that takes the hit. 25 to 33. Just want to look.
Say anywhere what the existing lot coverage is? I didn't see, I'm looking at Ben's letter, but I'm going to go to the,
Existing, yeah, 33. So there's supposed to be 25%.
but it does look like you're adding to the lot coverage, so are you taking away lot coverage somewhere too, or?
No, I think this was all done after, maybe that's why. These are just all brand-new surveys, so.
Odd, right, because it says existing non-conforming coverage is 33.8, but it does look like you're adding to it.
That's where I was confused here, and if one of you guys would come, both of you come up here a second? That's why I asked that final question, and just hear me out here. So, here's the original foundation, right? Here.
Yes.
So this is where the sunroom's gonna be, and that, remember, I said, so what was in between here? But that was a deck? That was,
About to here or something.
so,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
see it here.
Right.
It does, about half of it and then plus steps.
right.
But
So-
everything beyond that
So,
is added coverage.
Correct. It's
Right.
350 square feet maybe, something.
yeah, we don't, is that calculated in, that's, are you saying that's calculated into the 33.8%?
I'm looking at, I think, so this is what Ben did, so I think the 33.8.
So what I think I'd like to see on this, because I'm glad you had the plans, I didn't get them, because we stay pretty consistent. We always want to see the plan, see what it's going to be like, and that's going to help me. But I think what I'd like, and I'm pretty sure the board will back me on this, is I would like to see your surveyor on the survey with,
The coverage that's existing.
yeah, as, so this is going to be your new one, right? This is going to be a deck here. This is the sunroom. So have him, as you do, calculate out the new one if you're saying it's not the 33.8. That's where I'm a little confused.
It is, because it says permitted 25%, and this is showing a new addition.
Yeah, so this,
And that, he's got that on his,
it's on the table.
oh, okay.
Is that this table here that I'm? Yeah, so the only thing confusing there is, yeah, does the 33.8, it's got an asterisk next to it that says existing non-conforming, so that would suggest that that's what's there already, as opposed to
To what,
that's what you're proposing.
right,
And, because Ben's letter also says, in regard to lot coverage, he says existing 33.8, and the difference of 8.8 over the max allowed, but it doesn't seem like it's taking into account. Or maybe it is. It just seems like there's a miscommunication somewhere.
This was with filing the building permit, so it seemed to me that you would take it into consideration.
who would have?
Ben, because that's what happened. We, originally Mark said submit, maybe because there was a fire, we'll let you. But when we submitted, Ben said no, and they denied the building permit. And based on this, it's over.
all right, so, yeah, I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't care what Ben says. I would like to see your surveyor have it calced out with what you plan on doing there, and just either confirms this, or we have a new number going forward. All righty?
Yeah, and it's most important because if the actual number happens to be more, the 33.8 is the existing, and you are going up to say like 34.9, noticing a public hearing, we have to notice it for the maximum
Right.
number. If we notice a
Right.
public hearing for 33.8, then you come in and say, oh yeah, it's 35, now you got to renotice the whole public hearing again.
Right.
So getting that exact number becomes very important for all sorts of reasons, including that one.
Exactly. All right, thanks, guys.
No, nothing is that, actually, the house has been okayed to demo, but we're waiting for all this to, yeah.
Good question.
So we're just trying to
Exactly. I was just
expedite their
thinking,
living
wasn't
with
it?
family and things like that, and it's difficult, I'm sure, so.
What we could, you have two options right now, right, for what the board could do right now, since we don't know that number. You could take a motion to set the public hearing for next month based upon what's in the application, which is the 33.8, right? And if you get those numbers, and that's correct, including all the new work, that totals the 33.8, then everything's good, nobody needs to do anything. But if you go and you figure out that it's going to be more,
You're gonna have to redo it.
yeah.
Then that's gonna be at their expense.
Yeah, or, I mean, there is another way, like if you could get, how soon do you think you could get that number?
Tomorrow, I would think we could get tomorrow. It should just, they have
You know,
everything, it should just be a
As
calculation.
long as the public, as long as you
Yeah.
guys are okay setting a public hearing, regardless of what that number is, it's going to be within a couple percentage points of that. And, if you advise before the date that it has to get published and noticed, then we would know. It's either, if it's a higher number, we put that in
Okay.
the notice, and if it's the existing number, we just leave it as is. That's an option.
So, you understand what he's saying, right? So, right now, there's two ways for us to go. Just say, all right, we're gonna put you back on the schedule next month to gather all that information, bring it to us, we review it, any more questions, then next month, we would set, moving forward, a public hearing for October it would be then, right? Because we're August. Or what I would want you to do, feel comfortable, is reach out to Noreen, because I don't know the dates when they'd have to start.
Yeah, because
getting
when
that
does
out.
the notice go out? Like, we would
Yeah.
just have to have it before.
Right,
we go.
it's usually pretty quick, but, so you'd have to reach out to Noreen tomorrow. Unfortunately, she's not here tonight, because otherwise she'd be telling you right like that.
I believe, so Ben works for the surveyor, but I think we can get that number,
Yeah.
like, definitely by the end of the week, at worst case. So, like, we should be able to get it to her, and,
All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to make a motion to set the public hearing for next month, 9/23/25, and that's with
So we have to have
the,
September 2nd.
with you getting the new, or confirming the 33.8, or the new numbers in, so we can go ahead and send that out. All that information could be sent out to the public, so we can move forward.
Okay.
All right, so that's my motion.
If the number changes, who are we providing that to? Give it to Noreen?
You're gonna, well, you'll send it to Noreen, you talk to Noreen. Once you get it to her, she'll send it to all of us. We'll get to look at it, but once she has it, that's the number that's gonna be put in the mailings,
Got it.
right? And then we'll deal with it on,
The 23rd.
next month,
Mhm.
right? That's what I think we can do if that's
Yeah, I think
satisfactory
that's
to you
helpful in
guys.
this, yeah.
That keeps it moving.
yeah, exactly.
If you miss a date or something, it could be more money to you mailing stuff out and stuff, and we don't want to do that to you. I'm sure your people don't want that to happen.
Right.
It's not what we're all about here, so. So as long as you can get that in, then that's my motion.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All righty, guys, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
And it's okay to keep that plan, that copy of the plans? Absolutely. All righty. All right, looks like that concludes our business tonight, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing to do here.
I got one. Bueller, Ferris Bueller. I caught that before, that was good.
All right, next up, new project, 87 Walton Terrace, Monroe, New York. How are you, sir?
Good, Chip, Kevin, Zach, David.
Good to see you.
Wow.
Enjoying your summer?
This was not a vacationing summer for me.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It was a working summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but
Well, I judge our economy on how often we see you. And we haven't seen you as much,
Yeah,
so.
that's a good point, Kevin. That's a good point.
you're gonna, not too many variances have come my way.
No.
It's been all planning board activity, but
Well, when you say it's been a working summer, hopefully that's good,
no, that's
right?
good.
Beats the
Everybody-
alternative,
Oh, definitely.
right?
does.
So that's good.
No complaints.
Yep.
I'll
All right.
find time during the winter to
Yeah,
do
I'm sure.
something right, yeah.
What do you got there for
Well,
us?
We're happy to be here, present this. We have two lots on Walton Terrace. One's approximately 10,000 square feet, the other's approximately 9,000 square feet, give or take. The owner has authorized us to do a minor subdivision of combining the two lots so that the total area of approximately 19 or 20,000 square feet would comply with the SR15 zone in that area. SR15 requires a 15,000 square foot lot. We went to the planning board with a developed site plan that it showed a footprint, the driveway location, septic well, and we perked the site to make sure that a septic would work there, and it does. But, as noted and rightfully so, they referred us to you because we need a front yard setback. We're asking for the zoning there requires a 40-foot front yard setback. We're requesting a 30-foot to allow the footprint of a house of about 30 by 50 or a little less. If you look at our site plan, you'll see that, let me get to that. You'll see that the lots combined really allow a small buildable area. And the fact that we're combining the lots as a minor subdivision is trying to diminish, the impact in the area and trying to make the lots buildable. The 30-foot front yard setback is really pretty consistent with the neighborhood. If we were to show a map of the surrounding areas, you'd see a lot of the homes are actually 30-foot or closer, to the street. So we believe that the 30-foot requested setback is consistent with the neighborhood and also something that would be contextual also regarding the zoning or requirements. As you know, the new laws or the code sections in the zone allow for us to provide septic and well within this district, even though the district requires central sewer facilities. But if we maintain the bulk requirements associated with the central sewer facilities and we can prove that a septic and well would work with the surrounding area, then this lot would comply with the zoning code. It meets the rear and side yard setbacks, it meets lot area, it meets the bulk table requirements, and we hope that you'll feel it's a reasonable request.
Dave, on the site plan,
Yes.
does it show where the septic and well is going to be?
No, but I can describe that to you and also include it for the next meeting. So the site slopes from the upper left down to the lower right. The septic field would be towards the lower right, and which would be towards the east, and the well is on the west. Actually, we show the well location. It's a W with a circle.
W right by the driveway?
Yes.
Yep.
And that meets the DEC requirements for required separation to the septic field, which is not shown, but again, it's on the east side to the lower right.
Not that it's any of this board's business, but it's just so on where your well is going to be by the proposed driveway, the lot next to it, tax lot 18-4-50.2. See where I'm talking?
Yeah.
So there a house there?
Yes.
So do you know, does that house have septic and well?
No, see, please keep in mind, all along Walton Terrace are connected to the sewer.
Yeah, no, I just didn't know.
They do not have
Yep.
septic and well.
That's why it's none of my business. I just, because if there happened to be a septic right there, too close,
No,
but I'm sure
Chip, it's a
I'm
valid,
sure the other board is doing their due diligence.
valid question.
Any questions? What do you want to see? No, there is no Ben letter. And that's what I was talking to Zach. There's no Ben's letter here because the planning board referred them to us.
You have the planning board attorney's letter.
Yes, yes, we do. Yeah, Kel, that's the first thing I look for, and that's what I was talking to Zach. You have these little checklists
No,
in my own
I
mind.
do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's probably why I didn't hear you talking to Zach about it.
Is Zach, and maybe like the other ones, I just don't have it, do you see plans for the home in this application?
No, we haven't designed the home yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we went to one meeting, which was with the planning board, with a site plan, no house plans, because we're trying to develop the buildable area. And now we are here to you to allow us to have a 30 by 50 foot footprint. So we have not designed the house.
all right. So let me ask you a question. When you look at this, trying to take myself back to the days when I wasn't with the Army Corps of Engineers and when I worked for a surveyor engineer, when you designed this lot, or this lot is what it is, you're combining the two lots, making a subdivision, did you go ahead and place the proposed dwelling on here, or the engineer do it? You took in consideration the slope? How did you choose?
Well, we do the engineering aspect in-house.
Right.
Yes, to answer your question.
Right. So you figure that's the, so you're just asking for a rear,
No.
the front setback, the 30 instead of a 40. What is the rear setback here?
The rear setback is 40,
40,
and we're at 40.8.
and you're right on it. Okay, so there's no moving room. All right. Yeah, I see. That's their building envelope? Yep. Yep.
And that wouldn't, and actually, that type of footprint wouldn't be contextual with the neighborhood
Yeah,
owners.
it wouldn't
Yeah.
be.
Any questions? Unlike Dave to bring us an easy one. It's like,
I'm glad you said that, because
I don't even know who you are right
I
now
think the last
sometimes.
one
Like,
that was here with the
it's like
list of
you're an
variances
imposter.
were like,
Gonna have to ask
7
some,
or 8.
ask some security questions. All right, if there's no other questions, and without that, moving forward, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to set a public hearing for 9/23/25.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you
Reach
very
out
much.
to Noreen tomorrow.
Sure.
Just follow up. She's unfortunately had a death in the family.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry.
but she'll be back to work tomorrow, so just make sure you know your dates and stuff like that.
Not a problem.
All righty?
Good, actually, it was good seeing everyone. Have a
Yeah.
good
See you too.
Take care.
Same here.
Hey, enjoy the rest of
I
your
feel
summer.
all right in the world when you're here.
Yeah, it is. It is all right.
That's okay. I'll find another project. I'll come back to you
Yeah.
with about, 10 or 15 more variances we need.
I like the simple ones.
Yeah, I do too.
It makes my drafting a lot
Yes,
easier.
yes. All righty, so moving
very
on.
much.
Thanks, have a good night. So moving on, we had we have minutes. April, May, June, July. I was able to review these minutes, but I was sitting in Noreen's office for quite a while yesterday. So if you guys are ready to move forward?
Yeah.
All right, so let's, we'll start with April. April minutes seemed satisfactory to me, and complete and accurate.
Same.
Same? All right, so I'm going to make a motion to accept the April minutes as being accurate.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
You know, you could do,
I
if you've
do them
all
all?
reviewed all of them,
Okay.
and you're all,
All right.
pardon me, okay with all of them, you
Oh.
can approve them all in one
Okay,
motion.
I like that.
all right. Yeah, so I think the same for May, June, and July. I thought they were accurate and to the point.
I'll second the motion.
All right, so we're making a motion there to accept April, May, June, July to be accurate.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks, Kevin. All right, and last, we'll go ahead and I want to make a motion to reschedule the October meeting to October 23, 2025.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Cool. I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to close the August CBA meeting.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
How you doing, George?